In our quest for beautiful recipes from grandmother's cookbook, we came across trout meunière this time. Trout is eaten way too rarely, even though it's such a wonderful fish with few bones. We'll show you how it works in this video. Welcome to Kali Cooks. Action! Ow. That's delicious. Here they are, freshly caught trout. The eyes are clear, and it's still a nice pink, even in the gills. I rinsed off some of the slime from the trout because we want to fry it now. The other ingredients are a bit of salt and pepper. Grandma always added lemon on top, and we're doing it all in a parsley butter. The flour is used to coat the fish before frying so we can get a nice color. Let's go. Our trout need to be seasoned first. We typically do that with salt and pepper, and on both sides. And it doesn't hurt to season a bit on the inside. So, season it well. And then in the new kitchen, in the modern kitchen, they say, fresh fish doesn't need lemon. Oh, ho, ho. But my grandmother would have a different opinion on that. It's not about covering up any old fishy taste here, but the fresh trout definitely use a bit of lemon. That makes it even more flavorful, and personally, I think it tastes much better than if the lemon were missing. It's going into the pan. We'll quickly put the marinated and seasoned trout in flour. Really, at the very last moment, we don't want to have a pancake layer. And then straight into the hot frying oil. And we'll fry them nice and brown first, so they have a beautiful color. And the flour helps us with that. When the fish is in the pan, it really helps to move the pan around a bit. I mean, we have a Hoffman pan here, so nothing sticks anyway. But maybe a good tip for home. So, let's see what our miller has to say. Take a look at it. And now you can also see, golden yellow. Okay? And now you can also see wonderfully down here, there wasn't much flour on it. Here in the middle, we have a little something, and the trout has taken on some color. It's clear that it needs to be cooked through, but it should also look delicious. On the other side, just the same, nice and brown. The trout are in the pan sizzling away, so we can chop the washed parsley, because that will be used later. First, let's chop the parsley butter a bit as usual, and then we can finally chop it. So, once the trout are browned on both sides, we can start spooning the hot frying fat over the trout again and again. Then they get heat not just from the bottom, but also from the top, and the fish cooks nicely. So, Mrs. Miller needs a little love. So always pour some over her nicely. And take a look at the fish. It doesn't always have to be sea bream. How can we tell that the trout is cooked? Up here we just have this dorsal fin, and if we simply grab it and can indeed pull it out like that, fish is definitely cooked. It's really easy to spot. So now we're going to drain the oil. Of course, we hold our fish nice and tight so they don't fall out. So, frying fat is gone, because what we want is the good butter. And now we add them in. Let the butter melt in here, add the parsley, and then we're almost done. So now we're going to spoon our fresh butter over the fish again. I just said it. I mean, why does it always have to be, different types of fish? The trout that feel at home in our waters taste just as good, if not better, and they definitely look great. So, trout meunière, part one. So we're going to add a good splash of fresh lemon into our hot butter now. Let's fry it up a bit here. And then we'll add our freshly chopped parsley in there. Our trout is ready. A little bit of our parsley butter over the trout. And we'll serve the rest of the butter on the side. So now we want to get to the trout. And I'm going to open it up here behind the gill cover. And then we can just take off the fillet, like this, look. And It's perfectly cooked. And just look at how juicy it is. And the skin is crispy. Absolutely delicious. So let's give it a try. Melts in your mouth. Incredibly good flavor, especially with parsley butter. If you like it, give us a thumbs up, subscribe to the channel. See you soon, your Carla. Bye.